fuck, bro? The fucking Phillies, bro. How the fuck they do that shit?
I haven't seen the game. So.
Yo, bro, 7-0. Phillies over Astros. Fucking hype about that shit. You want to know why? Because I'm still mad about the Astros. The fucking Astros, bro, and how they, did what they did in that last World Series. And fucking, let's not talk about that, right? But fuck it. Present moment. Bryce Harper smacks that bitch to center field, and then you know what he does? He tells his teammate yo, bro, tips him off, whispers, bro. They catch him on camera, everything, but the shit was the pitcher was doing something to tip off his pitches. So fucking Bryce Harper shared that shit with his crew. The end of the game ended up being 5 bombs, bro. The first pitcher in World Series history to give up 5 bombs in a game. What type of... I know he's tight. But he made history. Congrats. But anyways, yo. Fucking Altuve. All of those guys on the Astros, bro, I respect them because they are ballers, you know? And they fucking knocked out the Yankees. They knocked out the Yankees. Swept them. Basically. So now, they're getting their ass beat by the Phillies. And kudos to Bryce Harper, man. What a leader. I was talking the other day about what a fucking leader is, bro. And, even though I'm a Yankees fan, I look at that team and, I see Judge. And I think back on, when Jeter was there. And, I compare the two. And when I compare the two, I say, who's the captain? Who's the leader that I'm taking to the postseason? And it's always going to be Derek Jeter, bro, because that's the type of mentality that you have. And going back to Bryce Harper, I feel like he's more of a team player now, or he's becoming that. When he came into the league for the first, man, he was so aggressive, but he was, dominating the fucking league. You can't lie about that.
He had an itch.
Fucking made his name, then fucking gets injured, post-injury. It's all of a sudden you see his character change. And then you see him today in 2022 in the World Series game, helping his guys, man, helping his other teammates. And he looks you could just tell he's a leader, the way he carries himself, the way he walks around the dugout, hits that bomb. Doesn't flaunt, doesn't boast, does his lap around. Man, kudos to Bryce Harper, man. That's one of those players that you've been watching since the first day he got in the league, and you just took the ride with him that entire journey. And then today, 2-0 Phillies, man. I think they're gonna win the World Series. I might have to put some money on that. I'm not a betting man myself, but I think they're gonna take it, man. Shit. And then you got head coach of Houston talking about, he's talking a lot of stuff, man. One of the things he did say though was that the Philly stadium is one of those stadiums that the ball flies. So they were asking him why didn't you take the pitcher out? If you see that he's doing something to tip off his pitches, the guys are hitting seems like they're hitting everything and dominating this guy. And his response was, it was what it was, but he also highlighted that a lot of the bombs they had was off breaking balls, which is interesting. So it might have been something that Lawrence, that's his name, right? Lance Mccullers. It might have been something that Lawrence, the pitcher, was doing to tip off his breaking balls, because they were mashing them shits. 5 bombs, and one of them was in the inning. It was back to back, and I was just sitting there oh my God, But there's a reason he didn't take him out, and that as a head coach, you have to bear the weight of those decisions, really. So kudos to them. They played hard, but Phillies came up on top. So you know what I mean. You gotta do where it's due. You know what I mean?
Can I jump in this conversation real quick?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on.